Contract is good already. Love it. What's going on, dear viewers? This is your gracious host, Kaine Walker, back with another episode of Dread Quest. And this is going to be featuring a new indie game called Nobody Wants to Die. This will be episode 1. I saw Razor Fist playing this. Well, I already wanted to play it because I saw the poster for the game. It looked pretty good, but after seeing Razor Fist play it, then I had to play it because it looked really good. Once he's actually in the game, a lot of the aesthetics really drew me in. The story's not bad from what I've seen that far, but I'll get into some of his complaints he had because he's actually very familiar with the Noir detective genre and a little bit of cyberpunk. I think he mentioned Blade Runner as one of his favorites. But anywho, let's see what the opening looks like. Gonna be a completely new game because I have no data for it if my controller wants to act right. I am playing this on Steam. I'm in big picture mode. I think he mentioned Blade Runner. I don't think this game supports the PS5 controller directly, but that's fine. Cool. Lot 1. I am playing this on Steam. I'm in big picture mode. I think he mentioned Blade Runner. I don't think this game supports the PS5 controller directly, but that's fine. Cool. Lot 1. I am playing this on Steam. I'm in big picture mode. I don't think this game supports the PS5 controller directly, but that's fine.
Living in pain, plagued by sickness, haunted by your own looming mortality? Not anymore. Now there's Icarite, a technological miracle that lets us transfer consciousness from one body to another. That's right, humanity's wildest dream has been fulfilled. The dream of immortality. Now, when sickness or old age starts dragging you down, you can bid on a brand new body at your local government auction house. Give yourself and your loved ones a new lease on life. And don't forget, the body subscription service is mandatory for all citizens 21 and older. So protect your investment. Always avoid illicit substances. Never skip any mandated shell inspections. And prioritize your well-being, physical, psychological, and especially financial. Any lapsed subscription payments will result in your body being submitted to a bailiff auction. And remember, any and all violations will be prosecuted by the Department of Mortality.
Don't you already know who the murderer is?
That's not the point.
And at least tell me what's going on.
I know I'm blocking the cutscene. I'm attempting to get rid of my damn on-screen avatar for a second, but
Doesn't the hero die at the end?
I know I'm blocking the cutscene.
Yeah.
And he accomplishes what? Anything?
No, not really. But he tries his best. That guy reminds me of somebody.
Who?
Maybe somebody from work bought a shell like his. I don't know.
You mean that actor?
Yeah. Except now everyone's faces are leaner than they were back then.
James, would you love me if I had an ugly shell? Or a shell like that one?
Would I love you if you had a guy's shell? That's your question?
Or Or if I didn't have a shell at all.
Why do women ask questions like this? They're just setting themselves up to get hurt, man. Ah, perfect combination. Medication and alcohol. Perfect.
All units, code 305. Prohibition violation at intersection of...
Breaking news. The president today signed into law a controversial bill reducing the age limit for free body subscriptions, despite earlier promises to the contrary.
Fucking politics.
Congratulations on your new body. May it serve you for many years.
Another 100 fucking years of work and taxes. Right.
I wonder why people never think of that when topics like immortality are broached. Yeah, it's another 100 years of work and taxes, exactly. Even then, if you could switch bodies and artificially extend your lifespan, it wouldn't actually be immortality, would it? Okay, there is a button to read it. I was like, I'm trying to read this. The lettering is small, all right. Oh, that's a long number. Body lending agreement number that. For an indefinite period signed on this day, October 9th, 2329, at the Consciousness Transmission Center in New York City, between James Karra, holding ID keyboard smash, hereinafter referred to as the recipient, and the Office of Health, hereinafter referred to as the lender. Subject of the contract. Body, age 42. Height, 6 feet. Weight, 163 pounds. Gender, male. Eye color, gray. Class E. Discount, 50%. NYPD. Distinctive features, barcode on right forearm. Numerous scars on arms, legs, and torso. The recipient is obliged to abide by the general rules of use regulated by the Code of Bodies under penalty of fine, imprisonment, and or loss of right to use the aforementioned body. The recipient is obliged to carry out all necessary actions to restore and or maintain full bodily functionality as specified in Annex 1 under penalty of a fine, imprisonment, and or loss of right to use the aforementioned body. In the event of dismissal from the NYPD service, the recipient is obliged to immediately pay the balance of the employee discount for the leader's individual citizen account number under penalty of immediate loss of right to use the aforementioned body. 1 of 13. And they really know how to freak you out with this dystopian shit. Body lending raises lots of questions to the issue of bodily autonomy. Does it even exist anymore? What does it look like? You know, being able to switch them. Where are you getting the bodies from? I think the audio from the beginning said something about everyone being legally obligated to donate their bodies once they die or something. I may have misheard that, but that kind of sounds like the only way this would really be feasible, right? What is this, like a 1940s cartoon mascot knockoff? For the stubbornest, most talented bastard I've ever known. Coach TH 06072231. Alright, so is this like a tutorial or something? What's going on? Pistol. The revolver. I think more revolvers should be designed like this. You know, just aesthetically speaking. Not like this specifically, but kind of blending the styles of modern firearms with revolvers. Kind of like the 10mm pistol from Fallout 1. Really like the design of that. You know, just kind of like a modern pistol chassis type thing with just pretty much the same functionality of a revolver. I just thought it looked better, really.
Sullivan saved my ass more than once.
Karra, how you feeling?
Ready to get back in the saddle, Chief. I sent you the papers.
Oh, I know. I'm looking at them. Did you hear this?
Fuck! What are you... Don't tear them up!
Fuck. The accident was barely 2 weeks ago. Look, the committee already thought you were a hot mess. Trying to come back this soon, that's just got them convinced. You know fucking medical miracle, James.
I've been in this department for half a century. It'd be a whole century if you counted all that overtime.
All that off-the-books overtime? Bet the committee would love to get an earful of that.
Damn you, Karra.
Come on, Chief. You gotta let me come back.
My hands are tied. Officially.
Yeah? So unofficially, I'm all ears.
Political case. Discreet.
I'm listening.
You'd be doing a favor for a guy whose signature trumps every tested commission out there.
No.
Why do I feel like there's a but coming?
Because you're fucking difficult. Also, without your sync tests, can't get you back in the system. So I'm gonna put you with a liaison officer. She'll be the one with full access.
A babysitter? Fucking hell.
You asked for it, sunshine. Put her on.
Okay. Ambrosia.
It used to give a bigger kick.
Suitable for all body ages. Contents 80 pills. Okay. Didn't he like open this shit and like just, I don't even know how many he took. All body ages. Contents 80 pills. Moonshine. And it's evidence. Holy shit. Did he take this from a fucking crime scene? Or an evidence locker? Alright, yep. If I didn't already know he had a problem, I'd definitely figure it out from the fact that it has a fucking evidence sticker on it. Also, yeah, this is a fucking car, and this is a car, and he has this in there, and it's half, yeah, this shit is half gone. Oh man, flawed characters, gotta love it. A great gesture from a great man. Edward Green sponsors Central Park exhibition this Friday. Treasures commemorating the heritage of the old continent will fill Central Park. free admission for all New York City residents, thanks to the generosity of well-known politician and philanthropist Edward Green. Read on pages 3 through 5. Crisis, pass, or veto. I read that wrong. Crisis, pass, or veto. Congress is not backing down on a controversial bill that lowers the cutoff age for free body subscription from 21 to 20. The president says he will consider all options, but has not ruled out a veto. Read on page 6. I wonder what the hell free body subscription means. Because when I see the word subscription, I mean, obviously that puts me in the mind of paying monthly for something. And if it's a subscription for a body, that's kind of fucked up. Like, if you don't pay the subscription, then what? They'll just come repossess your shit? Also, lowering the age, right, from 21 to 20. I'm pretty sure that's supposed to seem somewhat innocuous. Like, you're not really supposed to pay that much attention to that because it's just 1 year. But think of the implications behind that, right? So from 21 to 20 seems fine, but how low are they willing to go for free body subscriptions? You know what I mean? I guess we'll have to see. Already this reads like some scummy government scheme about the body subscription thing. But anyway, the president says he will consider all options but has not ruled out a veto. Read on page 6. I already read that. Fuck. Scandal on TV. Drake star leaving the days of eternal life. Heartbreak behind the decision. A moral scandal and a body in which he does not feel like himself. Excuse me. Interview on page 2. Weather forecasters anticipate moderate air pollution. Standard decontamination procedures apply. Slight chance of showers with occasional thunderstorms. Temps ranging from a low of 57 to a high of 62. Alright, I've had enough of this scripted tutorial sequence. Where do we go from here?
What the fucking lock?
Whoa! Beautiful. Holographic woman sitting on the bridge. That's nice. That is a nice touch.
Brave new world. So immersive you could drown. But of course drowning is forbidden. Blocked like any other exit from paradise.
Karra? James Karra? No, fuck that.
Oh my God.
No way. Forget it, Chief.
You're already on the line. James, Sarah, Sarah, James Karra. Let me go pull some strings. Back in a
That's good shit, man. Yo, this looks nice, man. Ah, man, I'm digging this. It's cool. Oh fuck, there's a dialogue option.
Way, forget it, Chief.
Look, I said what I said. You're a goddamn departmental legend.
Legend.
Well, okay. More like cautionary tale. Especially after you fucked up half the city with that train.
I don't remember much about the accident. Tell me it was kind of a spectacle.
You don't remember. So, what, you haven't synchronized yet?
I'm in sync like a fucking Swiss watch, okay?
Don't piss in my ear and tell me it's raining.
Okay, I'm back. You were best friends, right?
Sorry, boss.
Sarah, I sent
Why
you
the
all
fuck would you
office
name?
forward the
Sorry.
package to Karra. Listen, he's a good cop. Just keep an eye on him, okay? Steiner out.
All right, let's get the show on the road. I need the address of the nearest post office.
Fine.
So back to what I was saying. Why the fuck would you name anything that flies that you own the Icarus? Why would you do that? It just seems like a bad omen, like on its face. Anyway, this backdrop is this backdrop is intoxicating.
Will you give me that post office number already?
Also, the opening line about how he perceived the world once he opened the car door, that was nice. The brave new world, so immersive you drown. But of course, drowning is forbidden. You know, Razorfist complained a bit about the dialogue in this game and the monologues. But to be honest with you, I think this opening one was actually a pretty good example of something he would want. Especially when he uses Raymond Chandler as...
James, my hair's turning gray here. Post office.
Fuck off. Especially when he uses Raymond Chandler as a... Razorfist complained a bit about... I prefer an inspiration for the dialogue of this game. But to be honest with you... You know, he immediately opens the door and, he gives his opinion of what he thinks of the current situation in the world around him. Similar to one of the complaints that Razorfist gave. I don't know, I just think that was pretty in line with this in particular, this opening bit after you open the car door. I just think that's in line with something he'd like. I actually thought that bit of dialogue was pretty good. Believe it or not, the brave new world, so immersive you drown.
Now.
But of course, drowning is forbidden, just like all exits from paradise, you know? Like it's meant to be sarcastic and kind of foreshadow events to come. I actually liked that. That was actually pretty good, to me.
James, are you there?
That girl in the hat overshadows more and more of the city, doesn't she?
Sorry?
Well, the one from the body auction ad?
I haven't seen it.
How did you not see it? It's on every goddamn corner. Looks like TS-45-7.
You're in Times Square?
I have business here.
Half the city's had business there lately, thanks to that new brothel.
I am not in a brothel.
Sure, I totally believe you. Okay, Playboy, go for the package. Platform 53D, Terminal 3.
Why did he grunt so hard? Purple Nurple. Is that the brothel?
Having a goal, any goal, is better than inactivity. An alternative to focusing on the symptoms and the memories. I'm 120 years old, and I don't have any strength left to keep recalling the past. Happens. You don't need to apologize.
Oh, I know, and I'm not going to. I want you to understand, I'm in the home stretch for a fat promotion. I've been working my ass off, so I can't afford any mistakes right now. And, you know, you're sort of notorious for unconventional methods.
Who? Me?
Oh, come on. Everybody knows you don't give two greasy rat shits about regulations. The only thing I ask is that we act professionally, okay?
I'm willing to give it a shot. No promises.
Great. Better than nothing, I guess.
That's the spirit.
Yeah, fuck this. Turn on the siren. Fuck out of my way.
Much better.
Government, please. Wait, so that was a traffic light. Why the fuck was that guy just... Never mind. Actually, no, I will complete that thought. Why the fuck was that guy just sitting there? Oh no, the male gaze.
Enter your full name and shipping code.
James Karra, 77112P.
Police shipment. Additional verification required. Enter badge number.
984.
No authorization.
Shit. Sarah, I need access.
Oh, right. Enter my number. 116739.
Thanks. 116739.
Thank you. The package is on its way. We hope you enjoy it.
Have you opened it yet?
1 second. I have to move my car.
Okay, that is nice. I'm not gonna lie. Whenever we gain control, I'm gonna put my avatar back on screen. I just have to find a good place to put it because I don't want to block the subtitles or be obstructive to most of the game. Good looking stuff so far.
Just carrying this lousy scrap of metal.
Just don't abuse it, yeah? Remember, you're not reinstated yet.
Yeah, I got it, okay? You don't need to remind me.
I'm just saying, it's my ass on the line now, too.
This information is confidential and will be automatically destroyed after reading. Select a section to read the files.
Subject's name is Edward Green.
Who?
Hard to confuse this mug with anybody else. Green's sponsoring some kind of exhibition in Central Park. Saw it on the news earlier.
Oh, yeah. I heard about that. Let me look it up. Yep. Supposed to be in a few days.
He'll have to get back on his feet pretty damn fast then.
Okay, Green, Edward. Oh, shit.
Sarah? You okay?
Shit. Oh, I'm reading up on Green. Holy fuck, you know who this guy is?
Getting cold feet. Back out.
No, I'm good. What are we supposed to do?
5th Avenue, top floor.
Looks like it's Green's own apartment. You'll get a chance to see the wannabe Olympus with your own eyes.
Wanna tag along?
No. I'm not authorized for field work.
You don't leave the house much, do you?
What? What kind of question is that?
I'm just connecting dots. You haven't seen the ad that is literally everywhere. And you don't want to come with me.
I already
God,
told you.
I love
That's
smart shit
because
like
it's
that. I was
against
thinking the
rules.
same thing.
And stop detective baiting me, or whatever the hell you call it.
Regulations really are secret to you, huh?
They're not fucking sacred, but they are there for a reason. What are we supposed to do?
We get in, fully anchorite, delivered to the Consciousness Transmission Center. No sweat.
You're telling me the Covenant Chief, the guy who used to be the Secretary of Health, His Icarites just lying around in a dead body? Fucking hell! Why isn't this going through official channels?
There's been a scandal. Keep his name out of the mud. You know what could happen if the Icarite of a guy like Green fell into the wrong hands? The fewer people know about it, the better.
The atmosphere's tense because of this bill to reduce free body subscriptions.
Exactly. Look on the bright side. I'm betting Green's gratitude hits the gas on that dream promotion of yours. All right, I'm all up to speed.
Then let's get on with it.
Attention, documentation will be automatically destroyed.
James, I know you're not reinstated yet, but have you recovered from the accident? Like, mentally, I mean?
You looking out for me or for yourself?
For both of us. We're in the same boat, right?
Listen, you just kick back and put your feet up, all right? You've got nothing to worry about. I'll ping you when I get there. Car out.
I mean, them shit's like Tic Tacs, bro. Like by the handful. Like, what is this?
So I took this job. I'd take any job at that point, even though political cases fester like rust-laced wounds. I was off to hang out with high society, of which I always had a low opinion. Maybe because it consisted mostly of low people. So I took this job. I'd take any job at that point, even though political cases fester like rust-laced wounds. I was off to hang out with high society, of which I always had a low opinion. Maybe because it consisted mostly of low people.
Oh, I can continue? What the hell? I will say this though, I like the touch they added with this with these strings here. I don't know what they are, but you can vaguely make out a trench coat collar, a cigarette, man's face, and I forget what kind of fucking hat that is, but the detective's hat they normally wear. And a hand if you look at the right side. Pretty cool. Maybe that's a lighter?
At this altitude, the air was so clean that without a smoke, I was beginning to suffocate.
Okay, that was pretty fucking bad. The air was so clean that without a smoke, I would begin to suffocate. Ah, no. no, that doesn't make any sense. I think I understand some of the problems, his problems with the dialogue. At times, it feels like it tries way too hard, to the point where sometimes it just doesn't land because it doesn't make any sense. The air is so clean that I'm about to suffocate. What?
This was supposed to be an accident.
Fucker's hanging from the last cherry tree.
What do you mean the last? Like, last?
Mm-hmm. Let's pull the Icarite and get out of here.
Okay, we have gotten control of the game. All right, let's see. So let me see if my audio is coming in. Okay, it sounds good. Where do I? Right here. That doesn't seem like a horrible place for now. Cool.
He really got cooked, didn't he? Well, I'm still gonna need a photo for identification.
Okay.
I mean, it could be him.
Could doesn't cut it. We have to be sure. This is guesswork, James. I won't identify him. Not officially.
Well, I know they have to say that for the story, but I'm pretty sure that's his face. Let's go with this
I
option.
expected you to be a little more savvy, given how much the chief sang your praises. Ah, don't worry, it'll be fine.
Fuck savvy. I'm in this as deep as you are now. What are you gonna do?
Just check out a few things.
Well, I know they have
What's
to say
that supposed to mean? James, just don't do anything careless, all right?
Moving on to reconstruction.
Okay.
What are you gonna do?
Reconstructor. You can reconstruct fragments of the event based on the information collected.
All right?
Hold left trigger when the left bar is active. Hold right trigger when the right bar is active. And hold both triggers when both bars are active. Alright, got you. The reconstructor allows you to rewind time. The yellow area in the reconstructor indicates the moment when something significant happened. Hold left trigger to move the indicator to the yellow area in the reconstructor. If you have moved the indicator too far, hold right trigger to return to the relevant moment. The reconstructor allows you to rewind time. Yeah, the graphics in this are pretty damn good. And because they went for stylized graphics, you know, the balance of realism and I guess the opposite would be surrealism is actually pretty good. It doesn't try so hard to be realistic that it ends up looking uncanny and fucking mutated like a lot of the games coming out now. It's pretty good, actually. Like, if you have the right balance of those two things in your art direction, your game will look timeless. Hold. Okay.
You've seen this.
Hold right trigger to move the indicator to the yellow area in the reconstructor. Got it.
Some kind of anomaly. Who cares? It's green. Pull a Sycarite and let's go.
Okay, so you control the activation point with the triggers. Enter the anomaly zone and look for more traces. All right. Point the right stick at the man's head and hold A to analyze his Sycarite. I'm glad I've played on both controllers. I'm playing on a PlayStation controller and it's telling me to press A like I'm on an Xbox. I've played both controllers before.
The Sycarite's melted.
So, that's his insurer's problem. Come on, let's go.
Sarah,
He's dead.
What? Like, you mean final death? Dead?
I'm glad I'm
Well,
playing
just,
on both controllers.
I mean, fix it. Just reconstruct it or something. Just do something.
Look, Sarah, I've seen this before. It's not some random glitch.
That is not
The thing's
what I
been oxidized,
selected.
Understand? Somebody wanted to be damn sure Green wasn't coming back.
Oh, I am in deep, deep shit. Look, he's hanging from a fucking tree. What someone?
Then why's the tree burned?
James, this is crazy. If something goes wrong, you're hung out to dry.
At least we have a theory of the crime. Omega code 112358. Suspected murder.
Melted ichorite. An unknown substance melted the inner part of the thread. Alright, so we're inside the anomaly zone now. And now what? What do I do? Analyze his body.
The right side of the body is more heavily charred. The tree must have exploded after he'd been hanged.
Charred skin. A thick coating of charred skin and bone. Part of the skin is torn.
James, stop doing this.
It wasn't just a fire. I'll find the cause and we're out of here.
Hold both triggers to swipe over the yellow area in the reconstructor and then enter the anomaly zone. Look for more traces. Alright. This is a pretty cool system.
The gel's flammable. It may have been a short circuit, or someone could have ignited it deliberately. I need to find the source.
James, don't fucking ignore me.
Lecathin gel. I think that's how that's pronounced. Lecathin contains flammable substances. Okay, gadgets menu. Okay, give me the X-ray. God damn it. There we go. X-ray. This device allows to X-ray objects. Hold left trigger and follow the wires to find the generator. When you find the generator, aim at it while holding left trigger to scan it. Okay. Okay, this is cool and somewhat realistic, but man, is it...
Well, I can see you're having a great time.
Right.
In my opinion, it's way too precise. There should be more leeway on this. Maybe make it a bit bigger, you know, just the field of view just a little bit, or at least make it so that I can bring it up to my camera
The main
all the way.
transformer's under the floor.
I don't know. I'll get used to it either way. And I understand that it's more of an artistic choice, but the functionality is kind of...
Shit, my eyes. Smells like a fucking distillery. Someone set up the short circuit.
kind of awkward.
Karra, what are you doing?
Submitting a formal complaint, Chief. It's impossible to work under these conditions.
I don't want to hear another word out of your mouth. You're going to drop whatever shit you picked up. You're going to write a clean report about a tragic accident. Got me?
You pronounced murder wrong.
I'm not asking. I'm telling you. All you were supposed to do was pull Green's ichorite.
There wasn't any.
Can I get it on the record that I strongly advised against this course of action?
I should have known better. I should have known you couldn't handle it. But it's just an ichorite pull, I thought. Surely Karra can't fuck up something that simple.
Damn, there's a secret dialogue option that I haven't found. Shit.
I'm trying to tell you, there's no ichorite to pull. Green's got oxidized. It's a homicide. And it's staring us in the face, like it or not. Now, I can look into this, and...
It's not our case. Write it up as a suicide.
Oh, it's a suicide. I thought it was an accident.
You can call it a motherfucking Ascension for all I care. Just get it off our books.
How do you even morbid questions, yes.
More it all stinks. And it's not just Green's rotting corpse.
Morbid question, yes, but how the fuck do you even commit suicide in this world, right? With the mechanics that have already been explained, apparently there's something called Icarite that gets transferred between bodies, you know? And I'm assuming if that gets unplugged, you have no use for your body anymore, considering this is supposedly like a battery that contains your consciousness. So, you know, like, wouldn't somebody have to explain the mechanics of this supposed suicide? And it's not like this was a gunshot. This was a fucking hanging, you know? And an explosion. How the fuck do you kill yourself with this? How do you do that? Someone would have to explain that shit. You know what I mean? Whatever. I don't know if that's a writing thing or the chief just being stupid, but I'm more inclined to say it's a writing thing just because, you know, people wrote this, you know? But, yeah. Oh, how's it going, Soups? This game is called Nobody Wants to Die. It's supposed to be dystopian fiction featuring a false sense of immortality, and we're going through the story. Press both triggers. Press harder. What the fuck? Press harder both triggers, or press harder one of the triggers to speed up the reconstruction and rewinding.
Someone flooded the transformer and it caught fire. The cable acted like a fuse. That's what caused the explosion.
It's getting more and more obvious why nobody wants to work with you.
Because he actually does his fucking job?
Then we're out of here.
How
James,
funny.
I wasn't born yesterday. You said that before, and I don't believe you.
Okay, so what this thing is doing is giving me the ability to fast forward and rewind the events, which is actually pretty fucking cool. This is nice. I'm doing this in real time, so this is the point before the explosion, which, I mean, you can clearly see this guy was hung before the explosion, right? And then that generator explodes. I think I'm seeing tree blows up, and then he is burned. He was burned after he was hung. But anyway, let's go find out what else happened.
Okay, this is some kind of emblem? It's starting to get interesting. Someone carved this date long ago. What's up with the snake?
Check the encyclopedia.
People would still use those in the future? I hope she means digital encyclopedia.
Someone not only flooded the transformer, but also ripped out the cables. Holding this bottle before he died.
Dry gin.
Unique taste of our gin. Juniperus communis, passion, respect. Looks tasty.
I don't collect it or anything. Figure out why this man doesn't wear gloves to the crime scene. That's the bottle again, dickhead. Fuck. Okay, what else am I okay. That's gotta be it.
Someone tried to smash that glass before the explosion. Cracked it and left a handprint.
Stop it. James, you've got to stop this. What's he doing?
Ah, you're finally paying attention. Great. So, now the question is, did Green try to crack open that plate with his own forehead? Or did somebody else use Green's forehead like a ball-peen hammer?
Why can't we see the killer in the reconstruction?
He covered his tracks pretty damn skillfully.
So someone was here. Fucking hell.
What? You gonna tattle to the chief again?
Would you just let that drop already?
Yeah, there's stuff in
What's
between
done
that
is
we
done.
don't have
No
yet.
point in picking at it.
Alright, the way that we can kind of do this is kind of morbid.
We're not going to work like this. There's got to be at least a baseline of trust here.
Yeah, well, that's all well and good, except we're running out of time to figure out how the tree got set on fire. So, come on. Chop chop.
I think I missed my window for choosing which option I wanted. That's kind of my fault. I was paying too much attention to the
The
scene.
reconstructor needs massive amounts of energy. Sometimes the limiter doesn't adjust to the environment and pop. Infuses.
God, man, this art direction and set design. I know this isn't a movie, but yeah, I'm gonna use that phrase for this. This shit is nice. Look at this, man. Look at this setup for the office. Well, that is sick. And he got a window in the back.
So I don't have to do everything myself after all, huh?
Almost did it again.
A man could get used to this.
I just shifted power from 3 different neighborhoods so you can keep playing detective. Don't make me regret it.
Look at this setup for the office. Okay.
Guy has a fragrance museum in his home?
Aromatherapy helps with synchronization.
Aromatherapy, sure. Pity we're all rolling around in sewage.
James, is that chocolate?
That's what it says here.
Can I, can I ask you to do something for me?
What, you want me to steal evidence?
No. I mean, yes. Listen, could you describe the scent to me?
Sure.
It's kind of like... There's something mushroomy about it, but I don't know if that's good. Is chocolate supposed to smell like mushrooms?
Tell you what, why don't you try describing it in a way that doesn't sound gross?
I can give it a shot.
None of these choices are very good for how to describe this fucking chocolate.
Like a cigar.
I suppose that's the point.
Without any shitty chemical aftertaste.
Okay, let's try this another way. Does it make you feel something when you smell it? Emotions? James, anything.
You think it's edible?
Glossing right over the emotion talk. Okay, look, that sample's probably over 100 years old. Food spoiled in the past. It could make you really sick.
longer I smell it, the more I want to eat it.
So, a growing mushroom, right? A non-crappy cigar, and you want to eat it.
Exactly.
Okay. Thank you very much. Let's get back to work.
Did they spell mystery wrong, or is that some... Fuck it. I don't know. I'm not gonna ask. What else can I examine here? The crime scene really has a cold trail right now. We have to explore a little bit more to be able to find more things. I guess that's all we can find, maybe. Let's see what else we can find in the apartment. I want to check out this dope ass office setup with this view.
View from Mount Olympus.
Let's go.
Even though we're all immortal, only some of us live like gods.
That's gorgeous. The chair could be better, but it all looks nice at the very least. Oh, man. Is this emerald or malachite? Or just green marble? This game's definitely a slow burn. For sure.
Green sponsored it.
When I was little, I wanted to be an astronaut. But after this disaster, Green shut down the whole program.
Well, the first mission did crash.
Yeah, during the landing, everything else went smooth as silk. You know, it had to be some kind of sabotage. You mix in political bullshit and poof, the whole program goes up in smoke.
Isn't this visor plexiglass? Think of the force it would have taken to make it shatter in this pattern. How many shards of that plastic ended up in the wearer's face? That's tragic.
He was clearly trying to get rid of those. Didn't make it.
Or someone stopped him.
NYPD Commander. Oh, that is an email address. I'm not reading that. Friday, September 16th, 9:50 p.m. Dear Mr. Green, as requested, I am sending you a list of people you asked for. All of them were cross-checked on multiple levels. Political ties have been confirmed by some of my anti-corruption friends. None of these people, after conviction, will be able to appeal for any reason. Likewise, none of the relevant political figures will be linked, so risk is minimized. What's the next move? Everything is ready. Smith, Oliver, Jake, Murphy, Noah Lonely, Jones, Jack Connor, O'Kelly, Johnson, Samantha, Olivia, in debt, William, Charlotte, it's a lot of names. That's a lot of fucking names. Yours sincerely, C. Steiner. I don't know what this file even means, though. I have no idea. Do we know that? Wait. Oh, the NYPD commander. Okay, well. I'm pretty sure that's supposed to be somebody we know. I can't. I'm shit with names, man. I'm sorry. So will I leave it or burn it? Let's see what this choice does.
Just let sleeping dogs lie.
Thanks. My blood pressure didn't need to get any higher.
See how much good he's done? He helps children. Orphans, supposedly.
We can't know for certain. I mean, maybe he really did help them.
Oh, sure. He helped them all sign up for the first body subscriptions that they could never afford. See how much good he's done?
there's something I missed. After this, I'm going into that room because I think I've lingered here long enough. The Declaration of Immortality of the United States of America.
There. That's his signature.
And look what happened to him.
U.S. Declaration of Immortality in Congress, July 18, 2137. The Declaration of Immortality of the United States of America. We take the following truths as self-evident. That all people are created equal. That they are endowed with certain inviolable rights. That those rights include the right to immortality, freedom, and the pursuit of happiness. An indispensable condition for the exercise of these rights is a universal and equal access to Icarite. A bunch of names. One of them is Edward Green. I will not read those. Yeah, that's definitely dystopian. Imagine thinking you have a right to immortality. Especially in the way it's set up here, right?
A real man of the people. At least that's what he wants you to see.
Right. Total bullshit.
Oh, those are orphans.
I've never understood this stuff.
Yet it doesn't surprise me in the least that Green was into it.
Especially in the way it's set up here. Nude art? I mean, it's pretty easy to see the appeal, to be honest.
It looks like a door. It must be opened remotely. Maybe I can find something with X-ray.
Okay, it hums when you're nearby something. That's helpful. Again, the field of view is way too fucking narrow, but... Okay.
Talking.
Good thing I didn't have to punch in a code, I guess. Right stick for flashlight. Man, it's a blue flashlight. Cool. Maybe like one of those LED type flashlights. And this shit gets better and better the more you look at the environment. It looks really nice, like really fucking swank. I dig it. This is the type of grandiosity I put into my structures whenever I write, so I can definitely appreciate it. Well, I won't say very little difference, but lots of similarities between this and stories of this type set in the Victorian era. Lots of parallels. Though I suppose decadence between cultures, especially when we're talking about the elite, is universal. Plato's Socrates' defense. Remember, my friend, the godly needs to bite. Is that what that says? Ah, fuck. No, I misread the shit out of that. Okay, Plato, Socrates' defense. Remember, my friend, the gadfly needs to bite. Okay. Alright, game, what am I doing? What am I looking into now? Why am I upstairs? Okay, Plato, Socrates, remember, my friend, the gadfly needs to... Did I find something new, or did I just do all that optionally? I don't know.
Something went off here.
There we go. what else is there to find? Perhaps murder. Try gin. Synthetic gin best before June 25, 29. Guess there's no point. Marcus Aurelius Meditations. Yeah, I don't think any of this has anything to do with the case, man. Okay, there's my zone. What am I looking for?
Probably some kind of relic.
To the best of friends, always auspicious winds. Green. That asshole had friends. Hard to believe.
I'm getting a bad hit off this thing.
I wonder which one's the best friend now.
I wonder why a gift from Green is in his own home.
That's a good point. Very astute detective work right there. Why is a gift from him in his own home?
Let's see what the patient has to say. Check something out for me, would you? I need to know about a drug called Prose of Life.
Introduced in 2208. It's based on fluoxetine.
An antidepressant. How long did Green get psychiatric treatment?
Looks like he's officially been in therapy for 156 years.
God
According
damn.
to statistics, that's pretty much normal for people who've lived as long as he has.
It'll be worth checking the file to see if he mentioned anything about a suicide.
Is it normal? I figure being that old would jade you to a lot of things. Numb you to a lot of things. Speaking of immortality in the prison system, I wonder how much meaning this gives to life sentences, or takes away. You know, it's just kind of funny to ponder. Again, what the fuck am I looking for? Anything else? I'm not paying attention to the reconstructor. It's just out of my fucking field of view. Okay. But we're back here.
Match to Green's blood type. He was fighting with someone.
Or he cut himself as he jumped.
I'm not paying attention to
Maybe. You learn fast. Fell from there. If he cut himself on the railing, there should be blood on it.
Oh, it's up there. This game really demands your attention for sure. I keep forgetting to look at my left wrist.
Blood. We'll come back to that later. Someone must have pushed him.
Broken balustrade, blood traces. You know what's crazy? I got people.
So he didn't cut himself here. This is weird.
You know, I had similar mechanics to this in my story, except it's more magical and supernatural, and people were asking me, wouldn't that make solving cases too easy? And it's like, I mean, I can't remember whether or not I had an answer at the time. Intuitively, I pretty much figured no, the fuck it wouldn't, because the characters with these powers or abilities aren't fucking omniscient. But now I'm vindicated playing this game, because even though he has all these tools to be able to see all these things vividly in front of him, the fucking mystery is still not clear, because there's probably clues somewhere else that aren't even in this fucking apartment. I don't know, it's just kind of funny to hear judgments from people with no fucking imagination.
Green's fingerprints are on the railing.
So he was leaning against it?
Looks that way.
Green's handprints, detected substances, polyurethane, thermoplastic rubber, polyvinyl chloride. Fuck is that? What is all that? I might know what polyurethane is, maybe, but I don't remember. Probably means I fucking forgot what it was. Okay.
It came from this side.
They?
Half of the reconstruction is inconsistent. Someone must have been messing with it. We don't have enough information to find the other one.
How do you think this went down?
They fought. Somewhere in there, the attacker slipped the rope around Green's neck.
Well, in any case, Green didn't jump. Someone pushed him.
Yeah. Yeah, if you jump, you don't typically break the... By the way, the structural integrity of this fucking banister, brittle as shit. And now I'm contemplating whether or not this is bad writing, because, you know, like, what isn't this weak, man? I mean, you could still flip him over the balcony, you know? Also, he cut himself on the railing. These surfaces are smooth. You know? I can't remember whether or not that was deconfirmed. But if that's the story we're going with, I'm trying to figure out how. There's nothing sharp on these, but enough of that.
Wait, there's a blood trail here.
He must have gotten cut before the hanging. Do you have a UV lamp?
I don't leave home without it.
The UV lamp allows you to discover traces on surfaces. Hold right trigger and explore the area across traces. Follow traces to find more leads. Blood type BRH. What is that? BRH plus.
Just walking up these stairs. Unusual shape. He was lying here.
I kind of think you wouldn't need the UV light for this, because if we could see the blood stains that start this trail, why wouldn't we be able to? Why wouldn't we be able to see the rest? You know. And if the argument is that someone cleaned him, find it hard to believe they would go through all the trouble of scrubbing the steps and then forget the ones up here, right? That doesn't really make much sense.
He's talking to someone.
More like he's begging for mercy.
That at the top of the stairs? Am I missing something? Okay, yeah. He's being pushed here.
Another trace of blood.
Hit it with the UV lamp.
Huh? We just examined this. The fucking blood. The footsteps lead all the way down to the steps. Why are you telling me to pull out the lamp again? Can I reconstruct this? Like, tell me this model is blocking me. Didn't I do this already?
Oh, look at that. The tracks connect.
Could have sworn I'd already followed that trail.
When I see him getting pounded, I can't help but feel a little sorry for the guy.
Unnecessary. Be professional.
Hey, having different political views doesn't mean you just get to do whatever you want to somebody.
Kicking the shit out of Green is my political view.
He's got something on his clothes. Some kind of chemical?
Huh. The reconstructor's coming up goose eggs on its composition.
Must be rare as shit then.
Blood on the clothing. DNA matches Green's body. I'm in the anomaly, so analyze here.
It stretches across the floor. I'll switch to UV. Tracks lead this way. Looks like Green was rummaging around the transformer.
That's kind of cheap, because I definitely looked at that section of floor earlier and there was nothing there, but I get it. Damn game design. So we have the full picture now, I'm guessing. Transformer.
cables are torn out. Same as the one around Green's neck.
You think he did it?
I think someone made him do it.
Ripped out cables. The following substances were detected: synthetic spirit and cockroach wax oil. What the fuck is that? Cockroach wax.
Oh, shit. What a fucking mess.
You know what I think? I think it all looks exactly the way the perpetrator wanted it to.
Seriously? You're repeating yourself.
Take a step back for a second. Okay. We'll get to play this back in a second.
There's something here.
James? I've lost visual.
James. Will you come back to me?
James!
Sarah?
James, where you at?
Gave him the key to the city.
Honestly, you don't want to know.
Whatever. The feds are on their way there, so consider this a heads up. If they find you, I don't fucking know you, James.
Are you? You're serious? We've been friends for fucking decades and you're gonna hang me out to dry?
Your own people.
How's the situation?
They're coming. Time to clean up.
Sarah, if we're gonna keep working together, you're gonna have to promise me something.
What?
That you'll never do anything behind my back again.
Are you fucking kidding me? Are we gonna pinky swear? Should I let you know every time I change a fucking tampon? James, the feds are coming. So, grow a pair, and please, with a fucking cherry on top, clean up this mess.
Whoa.
Yes. Now, come on, move before they bust us.
Nobody will even know I was here. I'm gonna leave a message. Nobody will even know I was here.
How do I... Okay, so like, how do I... A mess game.
I'm gonna leave a mess after all. Nobody will even know I was here.
How the fuck, like, is there an anomaly zone? Do I just leave this selected? What do I do? Hoping that's my confirmation to clean this place.
I leave the body of a dead god on the flaming Mount Olympus. Time to go back to the underworld he cast us all into.
Hoping that's my confirmation to clean this place.
I leave the body
Interesting.
of Mount Olympus. Time to go back to the underworld. In the gut of a body not my own, I can feel this case is nothing but trouble and heartache. And even worse, it's personal. A lit cigar pressed against a wound that never heals. That's me. The second time I've seen Icarite completely melted. Just when I got a little better at forgetting the first one.
I think they should have opted for actual art to depict these loading screens. I'd definitely keep the Icarite lines, but I don't know, it just kind of feels like something's missing. I understand what they were going for, but for me it just doesn't land. I think it would have landed better as an overlay more than as the entire presentation of the aftermath of these load screens. Just a thought. I don't know, it just kind of feels like something's missing. I understand what they were going for, but for me it just doesn't land. I think it would have landed any day now, load screen. As an overlay more than as the entire presentation of the aftermath of these load screens. Just a thought. Any day now, load screen. Sorry, something weird happened in my mic equipment on the back end.
The wet, sick smell of mold and fungus flows off the moisture-slick walls and permeates the air. Almost like that chocolate at Green's place. Almost.
Sorry, something weird happened in my mic. Hmm. 10,000 steps every day. Your body needs it. According to federal law, your body is the property of the government. No insubordination or neglect will be tolerated. Wasn't Green like a fat official type? I suppose that answers the question I had earlier about what this means for bodily autonomy. There is none. Watch yourself and others for the common good. Yep. What that means. Give back our bodies. Alright. Watch yourself and others.
Hands off your body, huh? I think I deserve something.
Yep.
Take your hands off me.
Give back our bodies. Okay, I guess they chose to go that route with that scene. Man, I get that this is supposed to depict a dystopian world, but he's law enforcement. I figured he'd live in at least a standard apartment building and not the slums, you know? Like, it's, I feel like for his standing, he'd be able to afford something regular and not this garbage. Man, I get that this is supposed to depict a dystopian world. Don't get me wrong. I like the contrast. I like the setting. But I don't know. I guess I just disagree with the choice. I just have I have a tough time believing a police officer would live this poorly. You know, this is kind of it's kind of crazy. But I don't know. I guess guess I just disagree with the choice. I just have James Apartments. I think that said 9002 Liberty Ave, Brooklyn.
James Karra, how was your day?
Estia is the name of the AI.
Excellent. Only one corpse.
I'm glad to hear that.
I think that said 9000.
Due to the high level of air pollution, I recommend full body decontamination.
Shit. I'm sorry your luck ran out the way it did. Really sorry.
I'm assuming Seth is the one on the left.
I don't know how I was lucky enough to even meet a woman like that.
Dear Mr. Karra, congratulations on getting a new body. We hope the synchronization has gone smoothly. At the same time, we want to present you with a list of documented ailments, defects of your new shell. Lactose intolerance, bronchial asthma, scoliosis, allergy to heat nuts, charo caprica, cocoa aroma, hypertension. I'm assuming that cocoa aroma thing is no connection to chocolate. Not sure though, that'd be pretty funny. We wish you many happy years in your new body. With kind regards, official number, keyboard smash, customer service, consciousness transmission center. Okay. Again, this doesn't really make sense that you'd give such subpar bodies to your law enforcement, but you know, their choice, I suppose. Like, I get the world's supposed to be shit, but the world can be shit and smart at the same time.
I don't need to water you. Depend on me, and you won't have long to live.
Again, this doesn't really make sense that you that was deep and depressing. But like I was saying, the world can be shit, but it can also be shit and smart at the same time. You wouldn't want your military and law enforcement to have bodies that have all these deficiencies. You want them to have something that is at least standard. I'm not saying they have to have pristine bodies, but still.
At parties, I said I smashed it with the ball during the game. The truth is, it was after the game. And I had a ball-shaped stone trophy. A football trophy.
New body allergies. Oh, it's just a thing from the computer. Heat nuts, char caprica, and cocoa aroma. Protein honey.
As usual. Finally.
Okay, I get it. So the insides of these places are actually shit, and the only reason I can think of that you'd have to load your bathroom is that this isn't how the bathroom actually looks, which says a lot considering it's still covered in fucking trash, missing tiles, and has graffiti on the walls. Current module shower, available modules, decontaminator. Oh man, can't go without the pills. Welcome to a new day with a bright smile. I gotta say, I'm enjoying the subtext of the game so far. Not that it's not like it's subtle by any means. Not that it needs to be. I'm just saying.
Hey, I was still using it.
What? You share a fucking shower? I gotta say, I'm enjoying the subtext.
You know, if it wasn't for that badge, I would have fucked you up a long time ago.
Hey, right back at you.
Oh, cocky, are we? What's your first move then?
What? You share a fucking shower?
Powerful right hook.
Amateur, who starts like that? Block, left, right, and they're picking you up from the ground. 1-0.
I suppose that ends that way anyway.
It's hard to get used to a face marked by someone else's mistakes. Though for some reason, it's much easier with the eyes. Once the life fades out of them, they can belong to anyone.
I'm assuming that there's an achievement for winning this dialogue interaction with your neighbor.
It's time to take care of it. I'm gonna need more space to fire up the evidence board.
You Live More Than Once, starring Liam Anderson and Alice Johnson. It's just a baseball trophy. Whatever. Dear James, we would like to invite you to a familiarization party for Frank's new body. We're meeting at our house, 7 p.m. October 26th. Please confirm, and we hope to see you then. We don't want to pass each other on the street like strangers, do we? Hugs, Frank and Asha. Dear James, we would like to invite you to a familiarization. What does this do to wedding vows, you know? Till death do us part. 7 p.m. October 26th. Not something that's possible anymore, right? At least in theory, now that you're immortal.
The island with the imitation sun. We never had time to go there.
What does this do to wedding vows, you know? Till death do us part. Not something that's possible anymore, right? At least in theory. Man, this guy has a booze problem, obviously.
Mail voicemail message from Old Bastard.
Kara, I'm waiting for a report. You know which one. I advise you to get a move on.
Man, this guy has
Hi,
a
James.
booze problem,
Calling
obviously.
unofficially. Not as a boss, but more like, buddy. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
The documents you found at Green's place. You know it wasn't anything significant, right?
You mean to tell me that Green kept documents that mean nothing on his desk the day he died?
Yes, that's exactly what I'm saying. And you better damn well understand it. James, listen. I just need to be in certain, relationships. To keep my finger on the pulse. To react, and so on.
And so on. Sure.
What have you done with them?
I wouldn't take anything from a crime scene.
Really? You couldn't take care of them? I have to do everything myself. And remember, I'm waiting for the report. Relationships.
Guessing this is a speaker. Whatever. Maybe it's a projector's bulb. The other woman. John Hart and Harriet something, because that shit is against the white background, and I'm not going to stream eyes to read it.
Now that was cinema.
Maybe it's a projector's bulb. All right, time to get this evidence board going. Okay. Harriet something, because that shit is against the white background, and I'm not going to stream eyes to read it. All right, time to get this evidence board going.
Sarah,
How's the job going?
to complete my report, I need to summarize the evidence. I need access to the system.
You heard Chief Steiner. He wants it classified as a suicide and sent straight to him.
Do you want to do this professionally or not?
Karra, damn it. Don't try to sweet talk me. Do you think I don't know why the chief put you on restricted duty? I read your wife's case file.
You're gonna leave my wife out of this, okay?
Look, the fact that she committed suicide the same way affects your perception.
She didn't commit. Fuck! Listen.
Yeah, I'm starting to have my I'll talk about this in a second.
Sooner or later, some egghead will read the report with your signature on it and ask one fundamental question. Who fucked it up like this? What do you say then? That the chief told you to write it down as suicide? Whether the investigation was conducted by a cop on sick leave?
Oh,
yeah,
fuck.
I'm starting to have my I'll talk about this in a second.
We're in this together. Just give me access.
Shut up. I have access, so I analyze, and I put the evidence on the board. Is that clear?
As clear as day.
Nobody talks like that anymore.
Look, let's not fight. Let's connect the dots one by one. If we agree with the conclusions, we move on. You'll agree with me sooner or later.
The sooner we get this over with, the sooner you can write the report.
It's the spirit. I should clear up Sarah's doubts about the murder. First, I have to prove that somebody else was there besides Green. Then when Sarah takes the bait, I'll convince her about the rest.
Right, so what I was saying earlier, starting to have my reservations about pretty much every character. Granted, it's only 2 characters, right? But they seem pretty smart. The idea that they just believe... I'm pretty sure the police chief knows that this shit's not a suicide. Likely knows that the death of our protagonist's wife wasn't a suicide, right? Because, again, I already kind of went over the mechanics of how they extend their lives, and it just seems nearly impossible to commit suicide, you know? At least in the way that we've seen from Green. And since we've examined that crime scene and everything, it's pretty obvious that was clearly a fucking murder. So, like, they extend their lives, and it just... I just don't think that...
Got something?
No, it's nothing.
How do I word this? If I'm able to think this thoroughly about it and the mechanics and such, right? Why wouldn't anyone else in the story setting be able to do that?
I have to wonder if someone just dropped it here. Or if they threw it back in Green's face.
Alright, let's try and steel man the position a little bit for the... How do I word this? For the cops, right? If I'm able to... let's just say they're going along with it just to say such, right? Why wouldn't anyone they are, because this shit... Someone can commit suicide so easily in this world, right? Shit, we don't even know the punishment for attempting to commit suicide and destroying government property. That would be the body they give you, right? So, let's just say they're going along with it to protect themselves. Okay, that's fine. I don't think you can keep every case that comes up like this away from the public. So eventually, stuff like this. Honestly, I don't even think the public is such sheep, especially when there would be people who think critically in the world outside of positions of authority. I'm pretty sure a lot of people will have,
looking at this
you know, theorized stuff like this already. You know, they already have.
What's doing to mine.
terms like that now for us, and they call us conspiracy theorists. I'm pretty sure people would have already become wise to this going down in this world, you know. Because like, if they make any details of these supposed suicides public, there would likely be other people
Look, you don't
who
have
try
to
to look up the
convince me
details
that Green
surrounding
is
the case
behind
and find that there are
everything.
some incongruences
Yourself.
between the stories being shared, timelines between the people involved, things like that, and kind of figure out that things are not as they seem. So like, I'm not saying the story's doing this, right? But if they're saying that these crimes are somewhat common, or not crimes, these occurrences are somewhat common, and the public knows about them, and like, oh, it's just suicides. First of all, right there, people would be alarmed that, you know, there's a bunch of people killing themselves. First of all, they'd probably be freaked out that it's even possible.
Somebody had to be pretty damn determined to fuck Green Zickerite up this bad.
Somebody. Right. Could have been Green himself.
So on and so forth. I fucking brainstormed that way too long. I'm starting to ramble.
This is quite a read.
But who's doing the beating? A fucking ghost?
Excellent question.
He understands what I'm doing.
He could have cut himself, maybe.
Like how? Shaving? It'll be hard to defend the theory about these cables. The moment of the fall is puzzling.
I want to say that someone kicked him, but we don't have enough.
I'm not sure how I'm supposed to arrange this, to be honest. I don't think I read that tooltip well enough. Holy shit, I'm confused. There's got to be something I'm missing here. Okay, let's try to figure out what we're doing. We're piecing together the clues, right? What did we see when we first got there? I feel like Sarah's doubts are just fucking throwing me off, right? So we got the clue about dead Icarite. Why we came there in the first place, right? To pull Icarite, okay. I think that would come after. Okay, what proves someone else was there besides? Okay. Alright, okay. I think I figured out what I'm supposed to do now. I think the beating was used just now. Beating, wounds. Okay, so I'm connecting each thing to Sarah's doubts. And this is... Could absolutely be one of the things that leads her to believe that no one was there, or someone else was there. Okay, I get it now. Now I'm getting somewhere. Bloody trail definitely should. Okay, I get it now. Okay, so to help clear up Sarah's doubts, okay, so strange symbol was carved into the tree. Things that worked are beating. I think that's the beating. It's not fucking telling me anymore in the wounds. Beating, wounds. Dead Icarite. I think the strongest parts of the scene were definitely seeing that he was beaten up, and when we went up the stairs we saw that it looked like he was pushed off. I don't remember finding a bottle with blood stains or anything on it. Wait, no, there's the beating. What the fuck? It got hidden?
What else do you need?
A lot of money, promotion, happiness.
That's after we've solved this case.
Oh, how lucky I found you.
Oh, man.
Okay, we still have shit, but we can at least ask 2 questions. First, what's the actual cause of death? Second, who's the culprit and what's his motive?
Okay, I get it now. I was fucking up.
I've already changed my mind.
Are you the same with guys?
I won't correct you on everything you just said that was wrong. Besides, I'm looking for more information about the evidence. But seriously, no more jokes.
Okay. Note to self, start
I found
with...
some interesting tidbits.
Please share.
Only with friends. But I'll make an exception for you.
Note to self, start with these strange question mark squares when building the evidence board. Oh, man, that shit took me way too long to figure out. Okay, so we got the wounds, the beating. Okay, so object ID told you so. The fresh wound coupled with Green's strange behavior in the reconstruction have to be enough to convince Sarah someone else was there. Which is something we'd already deduced at the crime scene, so I don't know why we're having to convince her now. Like, even she said someone else was here, he looks like he's talking to someone, so I don't know why she's doubtful now. Okay, so want Green dead, and why? Where's the commemorative one? Person up that commemorative watch has to point to a person. How did Green die?
Why did he go to so much trouble?
To get past the police reconstructor?
The sequence of events worries me.
Helpless hangman. Nobody can get out of this world by hanging themselves. At best, it'll land you in the memory bank. I mean, that's what I was saying. Like, that's exactly what the fuck I was saying. Like, there's no way he'd be able to do that by hanging, given what we already had at the fucking time. And if I'm being honest, whoever set that up to look that way is a fucking idiot. Unless they're trying to send a message or something, they're just a fucking idiot. Because you would have to know that you can't commit suicide in this world via that means. You would have to know. So would that symbol be linked to the cause of death, or? About these clues.
We had guests. What do we know about them?
Kovalev is a smuggler and the owner of Icarus. And Salma, as you know, is that famous psychologist and a psychiatrist.
A smuggler and a shrink. Quite a pair of farewell guests.
Okay, so Green's journal, he had guests. Let's go ahead and put this here next to cause of death. That have to do with the fucking sentimental farewell, I guess. Oh. That's not, okay, I put it in the wrong place. These are the possible suspects.
I think it says we're getting somewhere.
This is no proof.
What?
But a very solid hypothesis.
I agree. Let's move on.
Traffic cam photo just before the incident near Green's apartment. Traffic camera caught Park speeding with his arm around Jane Salma in the passenger seat.
We would have seen a shootout in the reconstruction.
Must have happened before.
Maybe he shot someone? Apparently, he had a heavy foot.
He was just showing off to a girl.
If I had such a fancy car, I wouldn't need a girl for anything.
So, traffic cam photo, would that be somebody who... Traces of gunpowder on Green's hands. It's gotta be linked to his cause of death somehow.
Maybe a shooting range.
Was he on any?
Not as far as I know.
Bullets wouldn't be able to melt it, right? Okay. So there goes my theory of possibly being able to shoot yourself. Green slipped a cable loose around his neck and jumped back. That can't be the fucking cause of death, man. There goes my theory of possibly
I don't know anything about her. She'll panic again and start freaking out. If she could just keep her cool.
James, I'm losing you again.
She needs constant attention, and that can get us in trouble.
It's already linked to something or not? Okay, I don't fucking know what this symbol is.
We need more than that.
The explosion. And the fire.
We need more than that.
Man, this takes a fucking long time.
Nothing complicated about this.
But what next, James? This is clear, and?
I know. Give me a minute. He didn't glow at night by any chance? Because of everything in his blood?
Many drugs are rare, withdrawn, or from government projects. Wait, how do you know if green doesn't glow at night?
I don't want to talk about it. We haven't known each other long enough. We know what's going on. Now we only need the motive and the perpetrator.
Yeah, then tea and we'll find Kennedy's killer before an evening snack.
Who?
Oh geez, how did you even get through high school?
How did I pass? I used to play baseball. You forgot? And I was fucking great at it.
Right, now I remember. James, this is fun, and I'd play 3 more games of solitaire, but it won't prove anything.
What else do you need?
More facts, or it's a waste of effort.
Nearly there, okay. I guess we can go over our 3 conclusions that we... Yeah, the final, yeah, well, what are the green ones? Yeah, I told you so, somebody else was there, we knew that one. Smuggler's effect, Kovalev abandoning a sentimental item on the day of the incident at the crime scene. How could a pissed off smuggler destroy Green's Icarite? In Sanguis Veritas, Icarite can be destroyed by an incredibly rare acidic poison. Almost impossible to procure and such a massive problem for the cops they rather deleted from the report. The list of people who could get their hands on such poison is medical professionals, probably. Maybe. Former smuggler might have dosed Green with a poison that destroys Icarite. For missing the murder weapon, alright, they would have to have something to carry the poison in. What the fuck do we have? Oh, well, I mean, that's the only thing we got. And it's a bottle. And the poison was in the bottle. Gotta be it. Sarah, I've got something for you. There may be something in the bottle. Something that Kovalev used to destroy Green's Icarite. It's time to go home.
We need to talk seriously.
Is this some lame
Took a long
engagement
time.
joke?
What? No, it's not like that. I just have something for you.
If it is, however, some stupid joke, I will get fucking mental on you.
There is one more piece of evidence.
Sorry? Why don't I know about it? It's not in the archive.
Because it's not a photo.
Oh, wait a minute. Tell me you're joking. I'm begging you.
It turns out I think it is indispensable.
You took physical evidence from the crime scene? They'll put us in jail for this. Oh, shit. I take it back. I'd rather have the engagement ring.
It's beautiful. A vial of strange liquid. Probably poison. This creepy voodoo symbol on it makes it more mysterious. More importantly, the material of the vial might retain fingerprints. What do you think?
Show me. If you have any more stolen evidence up your ass, you better get it out now before you hurt yourself.
Not this time.
Consult your doctor. There's even a term for it. Kleptomania. Symptoms include paying for it someday.
All right.
Your Herm code?
9756.
Around Liberty Island, huh?
None of your business.
Everything was in Sarah's hands now, which was neat, since my own hands were shaking in a delirium I inherited after some punk I've never known. Around Liberty Island, huh?
None of your business. And one more thing. In the meantime, please send that damn report.
What about evidence analysis?
You got evidence illegally, and you want to put it in an official report?
Delirium I inherited after some punk I've never known.
1-2. What the fuck?
Let's hold off. I'd rather have a better view of the situation. We can decide later.
You got evidence illegally, and you want to...
Nobody sticks their head outside anymore. As if they wanted to believe this ugly world does not really exist. Huddled in their little flats over the few cents they managed to save towards a new body. Never asking themselves whether the survival instinct makes the urban rats happier, or is this only the selfish genes, free riding in the suffering of subsequent generations? Other alien forces exploiting their drive towards self-preservation. Their desperate struggle to stay alive a little longer. Desperate struggle that even Green is eventually lost. These people are probably easier to control, but Green, he was one of the controllers. The person who whacked him was no ordinary citizen either. No way.
James, are you in front of the board?
No, I went out for a breather.
That sample. You were right. It's definitely poison, but that's not all. There was a fragment of a print on it. I managed to reconstruct it and search the database.
So, who does the print belong to?
It's a damn big fish. Slippery, too.
Oh, you're gonna make me beg? What's the fucking name?
I don't want to say right now. Somebody on the street might overhear. I sent you everything by snail mail. Let me know as soon as you get it.
Deja vu.
do? He signed as soon as the bill landed on his desk. The president is nothing but a pen in the hands of corrupt politicians. A stooge! A disgrace!
I had to sell this car. The car was great, but started to fall apart. It wasn't safe either. A sound mind and a sound body. I've forgotten what that's like. When I started the service, the guys didn't believe she was my wife. Even when I brought this photo, they said it was photo montage. I bet every one of those guys has a new body by now. Probably wouldn't recognize each other on the street. Deadly poison is atropine. Okay, great. It was Kovalev's fingerprint on the murder weapon, huh? I knew it. You still think we can't clear this one?
I wouldn't start celebrating yet. We'll never get to him. He basically never steps outside Icarus.
But you do believe this is a murder now?
Well, yes. But...
Special announcement. Engine problems have been reported aboard Icarus, which is currently flying over Brooklyn. We ask residents of the borough to stay at home and shelter in place. There is no need to worry. Insurance for bodily injuries will be fully applicable.
James, did you hear the announcement?
I even felt it.
Damn, you're that close to it? Are you all right? The newsfeed said it crashed into a building and that it's about to fall into a chasm.
Yeah. We can't pass up a fucking golden opportunity like this.
Pass up a No, wait, James, are you crazy?
Too late, bye!
You're that close to it? Are you all right? The newsfeed said it crashed into a building and that it's about to fall into a chasm.
Yeah. The bar was named Icarus and met its end fittingly. I didn't have time to savor the irony. An impossible chance to get Kovalev has just fallen out from the sky into my very lap, or at least my very neighborhood. The bar was named Icarus and met its end fittingly. I didn't have time to savor the irony. An impossible chance to get Kovalev has just fallen out from the sky into my very lap, or at least my very neighborhood.
James, are you hearing this?
Fire department on site. Ambulances in 13 minutes. Secure the area. Do not go inside. I say again, do not go inside.
Sounds like good advice.
All you sons of bitches in Brooklyn, hold your positions. And get the crowd pushed back before it comes down on top of them.
Sarah, mute this channel.
What? You allergic to orders?
Yes, I am. Seems they didn't wait for the gravity to do the killing. Swell. I prefer to interrogate corpses. Their deaths tell me more than their lies would.
James, evacuate whoever you can and get the fuck out of there.
Little late for that. See for yourself.
Oh shit. What the fuck?
Good question. Help me identify Kovalev. I bet his corpse will open right up if we ask it all nice-like. Recognize it?
Doesn't match the one on file. Keep looking.
I bet the contents of this bar cost more than the place itself. a feeling when you're not even aware something exists, so you don't need it, but as soon as you see it?
Pouring from a bottle is such a hard job.
That's how much you drink. That's all that's left of the bar. Guess I was late for the ride.
Yeah, too bad you missed your chance to die screaming in a fire.
Maybe this one?
No resemblance whatsoever.
How about this one?
That's not him either. Kovalev is fatter.
Shit, can't find it. Moving on to reconstruction.
James, we don't have time.
Sarah, I'm going to find out what happened here, full stop. Understand?
Okay, sure.
Load of shit. Lost.
Don't worry, I'm sure everyone here can afford new bodies.
Fucking